week 1 of 2026. I'm in Nairobi, Kenya, part of the East African community. And we are very proud as Somalis that we are part of the East African community. But more on that on week 3 and 4 later on. So week 1, I guess the main issue we all focus on is what's happening in the northern part of Somalia. More on that, read below. As I talked to you this morning, there are further developments on what's happening in that part of the world. But we'll leave that for week 2 and 3 and 4. For this week, it's back to work. Belated Happy New Year to those of you who didn't hear from me. But also, as I did in a few other weeks, it's at the back of a taxi again that I'm talking to you. More serious topics to be covered over the next few weeks. So stay tuned, and your feedback is always welcome. So week 1 of 2026, as I said, we're going to cover more about monetary related stuff and digital currencies, mobile money, innovations, and a few other items. No straightforward politics. We'll stay away from politics. We'll leave it for the wise people who can run that show. But once in a while, I'll put my 2 cents in writing most of the time because it's easier to verify later on. So why monetary related issues? What's the obsession with money? Apparently it seems that's an area that's less controlled or less managed back home in Somalia, and the ideas I'm sharing are really personal. There's no group or NGO or major entity or university behind this. It's just my own personal ideas as a Somali citizen. So I hope you will listen and react to it and give me your feedback. Whether you agree or disagree, the idea is ideas, combine them for the good of our country. So all about money and digital currencies and innovations and so on. That will be the focus on 2026. But there are further developments as the week goes. Week 1 of 2026. We're hearing the Chinese foreign ministers coming to Somalia. That's good news. I will share with you a video, a historical video that shows our links with China and so on. But I'll also write one full post about that in coming weeks. The idea I mentioned earlier about the possibility that there will be challenges of contributing money to Somalia is becoming more realistic, and I'm hearing a lot of things, for example, from the US, that there's a possibility that there could be more tax on what they will call initially money sent from the US to Africa, but you know where the focus is. It's always on Somalia. So the 1% is already happening, so people who are sending $100, they might lose $1. I spoke about that, and I will write a bit more about that to explain what the idea is. But I have no doubt there will be more to come. That you can almost see it's on the wall. The writing is on the wall. So I guess we just have to get ready and find other solutions. Here is an area that the central bank and the Somali mobile money operators can help. They have to find a solution for the Somali folks back who are in other countries in the US and Europe and so on, ways that they can send money back home. Not just focusing on the small amounts of money they're sending to their folks and how do you extract more from that. No, we should look at the bigger picture. We should find a way to ensure that the corridors or the tunnels to ensure that money gets from overseas back home. So that is really an area I want to write more about this, but stay tuned. I will provide more information and also suggest ideas. So as always, your feedback, your comments are welcome, and please write them here so that others can also see and react to them. If you email me, I'm happy and I'll read about it, but that will be just between me and you. It's better to comment so that all can read. I'll leave it there this week, and week 2 will continue, and by then we'll probably know the outcome or what happened about the Chinese foreign minister's visit to Somalia and all these other issues happening in the US. Until then, have a nice week and